Hello guys, it's Nona Prince, and in this video I'll talk about the U-turn movie, the Kannada version, the original, written and directed by Pawan Kumar, starring Shraddha Srinath. Now before I begin, my thoughts about the film does not make the film good or bad. It is totally decided by you. Whenever I review a movie, it's just my perspective on the film. And I'm sure you guys wanted me to watch the film and review it to hear my perspective and not if I decide if the movie is good or bad. That is only decided by you. So that out of the way, this movie is a very well made film, but I didn't like it. And there are various reasons for it, and I'll let you know that. But first, let's talk about the things I really like about the film and why it stands out. So guys, before you start, if you really like the videos, do hit the like button, comment below and share this video. It will really help the channel to grow. First, the messaging of the film, the concept of U-turn, how the story was structured, how the screenplay was structured. You can tell that from a little concept about not taking a illegal U-turn. They created a film to give a message, and I like that they kept it subtle and not very preachy. I really like that from the beginning they kept it very real. It felt very real. They had long takes, and when you have long takes, you feel like you are in the film. You're traveling around with the characters. In other words, it was a kind of police procedural, and I really like how they kept it very real. How police interacts, the police station itself, it feels so authentic and not like something we have seen in the movies. There's a Mahatma Gandhi photo, there's a Dr. B.R. Ambedkar photo, and there's that door which always goes like that. Like all of that we have seen in movies, and people think that's how police station is. No, that's not the case now. Even how the police talks, what they're doing, how the inquiry is going on, everything is very real. The head of the police who always said like, stop this case, you don't need to go into it, don't create challenges for me, let it be. Like that's the attitude actually in real life, and I appreciate that they kept it like that. They have a figure in the film who has power, who is kind of restricting them or telling them not to take the journey, but they still do, and that really adds some tension and weight to the film and the story. You don't feel like it's very easy for the characters to do something. So now why I didn't like this film. Again, I'm not saying it's a bad film. I'm saying I just didn't like it because of the few issues it had. The first and major thing is the ending twist of the ghost. I don't like it at all. I don't like that concept at all. I just don't like it. I just don't like that, yeah, oh, there was a ghost and she was or he was doing it. Like the ghost is there in the film, but they still keep it very simple, and they don't go into some horror or that kind of stuff. But still, I don't like that. It feels very cheap, and it feels very easy thing to do. I wish there was more to it. There was some, because when you have kept the film so real throughout, and then suddenly at the end you're like, oh, there's a supernatural element to it, there's a ghost doing this, like it just like, okay. Because if it was something real that could happen in real, okay, yeah. Now it comes to if you believe in ghost or not, in what science believes in. If there was something that could really happen, I would have liked that message more than a ghost doing it because she and her daughter died when someone did that. Like I just felt cheated at the end. Like I was spending 2 hours watching a film, and then at the end, oh, it's just a ghost. And the plot twist at the end that his husband only did that and they died because of the husband. I called it way early in the film when we get to know that an accident really happened. The next thing, I see that in many movies, and that is the inconsistency of characters, the acting and the dialogues not matching, the character motivation not good enough. It was throughout, like some or the other character, sometimes the acting was little off for me, sometimes the dialogue didn't make sense, it was not consistent to the character. One particular scene was in the coffee house when the inspector is suspended and he comes visit Rachna in the coffee house. Rachna first apologizes that because of her he lost his job, and then the police officer says, I think we should stop, we should not go ahead with this. Whoa, how can you say that? We have to give everything for this case. I'm like, really? He just lost his job because of that. You just apologized to him, and then you are saying this, like how can you say that? Like it doesn't make sense. And these type of things like just pull you out of the film. Like you are in the film, you're watching it, oh nice, oh you're living the film, and then suddenly something happens and you are out of the film. Like what? Really? That's really frustrating. The scene in the locker, like when the two guys are caught and then they start beating each other, like the whole scene is so dumb. Like you could have done so many things to make that scene effective, but the police cannot open the lock. They're fighting over it outside. Then the guy comes and he shoots the lock. Then they go inside and now they're thinking, oh, what we should do the lock, break it. Just shoot again, right? Like what? That tension was so dumb, and it felt fake. Like you guys are police officers. What are you doing? They were like six of them. I understand if they've cut that down to just two of them and they couldn't get inside in time, but at the end it was just like, and then using the CO2 gas, creating the atmosphere, making it very horror and suspense, and like what will happen, and then he just takes out the gun and he kills him. Like, it was so dumb. It like, what are you doing? They're doing dumb activities just so the plot moves ahead. I don't like that at all. And at the end, the whole sequence of the husband coming with the terms that because of him his family died, you know it's a good sequence, but it doesn't touch my heart. It doesn't do anything for me because I haven't spent enough time with that character throughout the film. The film is just trying to take the consideration that the audience would understand what he went through and now they'll feel emotional for him. But no, I didn't feel it. And you cannot rely on the audience to connect them itself. You have to build up that in the film so you feel connected to him at the end when he commits suicide, what he has to go through and all that. Again, as I said, in the film, it is a well made film. All the departments work well. It is a film, it works as a film. When you put all this together, it is a film you can watch. But I didn't like it and it had problems for me, and that's my view. So guys, thank you for watching. If you like this, like, share, comment, and if you're new to the channel, check out the videos and consider subscribing.